How are you guys?
We're catching our breath. Blood pressure's coming down a little bit. I'm sure yours is too. Congrats. What a ball game and what a win. Not a bad way to win the program's 700th win in program history in dramatic.
You spit my water. That's so awesome.
Yeah. Just take me through it. I mean, this was a classic game. They're really good. I mean, another classic game that is going to be remembered for a long time for many reasons.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we did that maybe we wouldn't, we were just a little risky in some areas. And I think that it panned out for us. I think the only thing that if I could change anything was defensively that one big inning. Other than that, Aaliyah White, wow, what a game. G got some good innings in there too. And it's hard to get those hitters out. And so that was huge. But the fight from our offense, we've battled. We've been hitting well, but we still battled the last couple of series just scoring runs. And I just love how they made adjustments. They passed the bat. Some of their outs were super loud. And just at the end, I'm going to tell you, I don't think I've ever played a game where in the seventh inning we're down by one and I don't bunt. But I told our assistants and I told Jada, I don't know that I'm going to bunt you because I did it in the other two innings and we didn't score from it. So I think we're just going to go for it. And she made me look really smart. But she made the risk well worth it. And then Carissa there coming through. Holy cow.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Take us back. Florida gets the 5 runs. What's the message to the team and what did you like about the way they responded in the bottom of the inning?
Yeah, I just like the matchup with their pitcher and our hitters. And I know that we only scored 1 in the first 2 innings, but I just thought we're still in a good spot and our team has been there before. We had to have a huge battle in South Carolina and I think it was perfect for our team. I think you could look at it one of two ways. Some of the adversity we've gone through has been frustrating and our girls are learning how to deal with it. But wow, we're learning all these things and we haven't even started conference yet. So I think we're in a really good spot, whether we've maybe lost a few games that we shouldn't have lost, but I think it's just happening at good times for us. So it's just an awesome feeling to be able to come in with that experience and stay focused. And we didn't do anything. I mean, we hit the ball well and hit a few home runs, but then to scratch that other run across, I mean, we just kind of played solid ball and passed the bat and moved runners over and, swung at strikes. So I love the maturity and the experience that they showed and just, they're supposed to be there and they're acting like it.
Aaliyah has made this year. She's breaking a lot of records, set a lot of records, and she did another one tonight. She becomes the first UCF pitcher ever to beat Florida twice in her career. She did it in 2018 on this field, 1 hit shutout as a starter. She does it tonight as a reliever. Just tell me about, and she came in, the bases loaded there, the job that she did here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just those two in general, we talk about both of them, Aaliyah White and Gianna Mancha. They're the heartbeat of the team. They're the leaders of the team, and they feed off each other. They complement each other so well. And, if one is having a little trouble, the other one comes in, and they've just done such a good job of picking each other up. And tonight it was Aaliyah's turn. And, I think I've told you she's thrown some good games here this year, but Aaliyah's starting to come into her own again. And it's fun to see. And I say again, but I think this is even a different Aaliyah, 2.0. So it's fun to see. And I love that, we've gone through the things that we've gone through because she's getting stronger because of it.
Coach, talk about Jada's at bat in the 7th. She battled. It really epitomizes your team's spirit.
Yeah. Well, our big thing is eroding the pitcher and eroding the defense. And we really believe it's not just Jada up at the plate. It's all 27 of our players. It's the players yelling, it's the players charting, it's the players getting the tendencies, it's, the runner that's on base. And so that truly was an awesome at bat for her. I told her, you're going to get the first pitch to swing. You better make the most out of it. And she just kept gathering information with every ball that she saw and fouled off. And, she took that down ball. I think it made it a 2-2 count maybe, or got it into a 3-2 count. And that's when it was like, okay, she's going to get a good piece of this. But I mean, we have so much depth that being able to put Elise Volpe, who is speed around the bases in that situation, I don't know who else scores aside from our two starters, Kira Klarkowski and Kennedy Cersei, on that ball, because she hit it on the nails. So that was huge for us too.
Stephanie Best, UCF Athletic Hall of Famer, was out here tonight. I know you talked to her after the game. Very fitting. She wore number 3, and tonight you hit 3 home runs, led by Georgia Blair, who hit the 2-run homer to get you back in it, her 10th home run of the year. No UCF players hit 10 home runs since 2015. Shannon follows it up with a home run and really got you right back in that game. And then, of course, Carissa with the home run that many will remember for a long time. Just talk about that quick strike from your offense with Georgia, and it seems to feed off with everybody else.
Yeah. To be able to score 2 runs, 3 runs, another, 2 runs on just one swing, it takes that pressure off of all of us. And we pride ourselves in that, but then Georgia also hit the double in the first inning, to score a run in the first inning. So we can do a lot of, our offensive approach is basically dynamic. But to be able to swing and have those A swings when we need them early in the game and late in the game, it's huge. And, 1 through 9 and 1 through 21 hitters, they all have power, and they all have the ability to put the ball in play and put the game in motion. And that's what we train for. So we're going to live and die by it. And today we got to live and celebrate. So it was a lot of fun.
The way your schedule is built, you're really battle tested going into conference play. Just the last couple of days here have really prepared your team. This is what it's going to be like game in and game out in conference play. No matter where a team may be ranked, it's going to be competitive.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, our conference isn't, I'll put them with any other conference out there. I think it's just a matter of, the continued experience in postseason for every team in our conference. But to play 4 games against any of those opponents is going to be tough. And so I love, like I said, I love the position we've been in so many ways, where we're playing on the road, we're having to travel and play a doubleheader. Just doing some things like that we haven't done in the past, and making us gritty and tough, and we're having to figure things out, and it's uncomfortable, but they're doing well navigating the uncomfortable waters. And so I think this is a great position to be in, with us still having to start the next part of our season.
This is your 75th win as UCF head coach. First one in this rivalry against Florida. You've now got a taste of it. It's your second meeting against him in Florida, and as dramatic of a game. So many UCF alums, I saw them in the outfield, even in the dirt here. And just talk about what it was like to be a part of this rivalry now, and to win the 700th win in program history against the rivals like Florida in the 20th season of UCF softball here in a memorable night.
It's so awesome to be a part of this program. It's had so much success. The alumni, the past, the current, and the future that will be here. We have something really special. And I'll tell you, being able to do all of that, if you could scan that camera to the stands, I think it was football and baseball, holy cow, I felt like they were on our team, and the amount of just uproar when we scored that tying run, it was like no one's stopping us. And I think that was awesome confidence for them, and just being able to have that feeling of, we got 50% capacity tonight. We actually got to play a game with our fans, and just huge for them to be on that platform. But 75, that means that our team, because I haven't even been here for 2 full seasons, that means our team is darn good. And they just let me be a part of it. We as a staff work really hard, and I will say that, but they have to be able to execute anything we put out there, and they're doing a great job of it. So I love to be able to be a part of it and just continue to keep building on what UCF softball has been. And
let's go back to the South Carolina series, the setbacks there. What do you hope the team takes from some of the adversity faced on the road? And did you see some of that tonight, what they may have learned?
Oh, absolutely. We're used to our pitchers just dominating, and, they scored 5 or 6 runs off of us, and we did not die down. And so I think the momentum in that Sunday game against South Carolina, we just had to remember, hey, they upset us. We were ranked higher than them at that point. They upset us. And then we had to sit back and think like, oh yeah, we are that team. And so not being there for, a long time, we have to get that experience and remember like we're supposed to be there. We belong here. And that's just kind of, we're navigating through those things. We have a number of stars on this team that are just shining and hitting out of their minds, right? And so they're so focused individually and team, and like they have so much success. So when you are successful for so long, to deal with failure is tough, right? And so this group, the amount of success we've had as individuals is like I can't even like grasp. But now being able to deal with failure and put it all together as a team, that's the challenge for us, and that's like what we're really focusing on. We said that on Tuesday at practice, and we're just going to stick and do it.
You go from one rival to another. You got Houston coming in. That's a long rivalry that goes back to 2006, battling for conference championships, going back to Allison Kime against Angel Shamblin and so forth. And, they're starting to figure themselves out, too. They've got some marquee wins. So it's going to be another intense weekend in a 4-game series.
Oh, yeah. It's so awesome. As coaches, we all celebrate and congratulate each other. They've had some, like you said, key wins, and it's so great for our conference, and our team loves it because we want to play the best. And if our conference is, playing at their best, that puts us in a really good position for the most important part of season, which is getting into postseason.
Wins over Arizona and Florida, which is more satisfying?
Well, I guess, we typically say you're only as good as your next game or your next at bat. So we get to celebrate this. I told the girls they get 60 minutes and then it's on to Houston. And so, I'm celebrating this. This was a huge one for us in state. But Arizona is a traditional program that has been at the top for many, many years. So it's hard to compare the two. But I'll say, tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to say that we're going to be excited about going and taking one game at a time in the conference series.
Well, I hope your 60 minutes starts after the interviews for you.
Girls kept asking for more, and I told them 60 minutes, that's all you get.
That's all you get. Last question from me. I just thought about this. You were talking to Stephanie Best. She was the first recruit ever for this program, and she witnesses win number 700. What, if you can share, what she told you after the game when you talked? Because I know she's meant a lot to you. She was a big part of your, supporting you when you first arrived here. So then it's kind of full circle. Here she is, the first recruit ever. Put the program on the map with her great career, and here she is tonight witnessing number 700 in the program history.
Yeah, she just has so much pride in the program, and she was so excited. And it, for us too, like we haven't been able to have much interaction with her. Typically, we're allowed to go to her tournaments and scout there and work her camps, and we haven't been able to do that. And so we just kept saying like, we can't wait, and we're going to have you at camp, and we'll be there. And but she was so proud. She's like, you guys are so good. And she just wants us to be so successful. And she's so invested in the program. And I told her, like, one of the things that I'm bummed about is we didn't even talk about the 700th win, because I don't even know if we even knew that. Like, that's big time. We've only been a program for 20 years. So, but we're really bummed that we didn't get to do our opening day dinner, because that was like one of the biggest moments to be able to celebrate the past, present, and future of this program. And so we're just looking forward to those times to be back together and be doing that. And again, to be able to see her face, like I saw her smile through her mask for sure. And it just is warming and welcoming. And that's just the type of person she is.
Well, Coach, congrats on this great win. Enjoy it for the 60 minutes, and we'll see you over the weekend.
Thank you. See you guys.
Congrats, Coach.
Take care.